The day is done now. Nothing more is needed from you in this moment. Feel how good it is to arrive here just as you are. No fixing, no proving, no keeping up. Only this soft, quiet time that belongs to you. Notice the place where your body meets the bed or the couch. The gentle weight of you being held, supported. You do not have to hold yourself up right now. You can allow the surface beneath you to take your weight. Let your eyes rest or soften. Let the small muscles around your eyes grow loose and heavy. You do not need to stay alert or ready. Nothing is asking for your attention. Today may have felt like too much, too many thoughts, too many decisions, too many feelings, all crowding in at once. If that is true for you, it makes sense that you are tired. You have been trying so hard, trying to keep going, trying to stay okay, trying to carry what you carry. It is all right to admit that it has been heavy. Here, you do not have to be strong. You do not have to be positive. You do not have to be on. You can simply be a human who is tired, lying down at the end of a long day. Feel the gentle pull of gravity drawing you down, down into the bed, down into the pillow, down into softness and safety. Nothing is rushing you. Take a slow, easy breath in, just at your own pace, and then let it fall out like a quiet sigh. No effort, no force, just the body breathing itself. Notice how the air feels as it moves in. Cooler on the in-breath, softer and warmer on the out-breath. Like a small wave arriving and then sliding back to sea. Thoughts may still be busy. They do not have to stop. They can wander where they want to wander. You do not have to follow every single one. Imagine that your thoughts are like clouds drifting across a wide, calm sky. Some are heavy and dark. Some are light and thin. All of them move on when they are ready, all by themselves. You are not the clouds. You are the open sky beneath them. Steady, quiet, holding everything without effort. If the heart feels tight, or restless, or quick, that is all right. It has been working hard too, feeling so many things, caring about so many people and moments. Right now, it is allowed to rest. Nothing is being asked of your heart. No decisions, no big feelings to sort through. Only softness and time. Notice where your heart rests in your chest, noticing without needing to change anything. Just a gentle awareness, like placing a hand over your heart in your mind. A quiet, wordless, I am here with you. If you like, you might imagine a warm, soft light there. Not bright or sharp, just a gentle glow, like the last light of evening. Safe, kind, unhurried. With each easy breath, that gentle warmth can spread a little, across the chest, across the shoulders, down the arms, all the way to the hands and fingers. The shoulders have carried so much today. Let them sink just a bit deeper into the bed. Let them be heavy and relaxed as if someone has quietly taken a weight from you. Nothing to hold up, nothing to brace for. Feel the softness in your jaw. Loosen your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Let the lips rest, barely touching. Let the face be quiet and calm, like a still pond at dusk. Your spine is supported. Your hips are supported. Your legs are supported. The whole length of you is gently cradled. You are allowed to give in to that support. If memories from the day float in, that is okay. If worries about tomorrow appear, that is okay too. You do not need to argue with them. You do not need to fix them tonight. You might imagine placing each worry, each unfinished task on a shelf beside you, not thrown away, not ignored, simply set down for now. You can return to them later when you are rested. For this moment, your only job is to be here, resting, breathing, being held. Notice how the breath moves like a slow tide, coming in, going out, always returning, always leaving, all on its own. With each out-breath, the body can soften just a little more. A bit more heaviness in the arms, a bit more ease in the chest, a bit more sinking into the mattress beneath you. If a part of you is still on alert, still watching the door of your life, that part can be gently reassured. Here, in this small pocket of time, you are safe enough to rest, safe enough to loosen your grip, safe enough to let your guard lower, one notch at a time. You are not alone in feeling overwhelmed. So many hearts carry more than they can say. So many people reach the end of the day with that same ache of too much. Nothing is wrong with you for feeling this way. Here, you are accepted exactly as you are, with all your thoughts, with all your feelings, with all the things that feel unfinished or imperfect. You are welcome here, just like this. Think of this space as a soft place to land, like a quiet room with low light, gentle blankets, and no expectations. No one asking you to explain, no one asking you to perform. Only a quiet presence saying, "Rest now, you have done enough." Let that message move through your body. You have done enough for today, even if your mind tells you otherwise, even if part of you wants to keep going. For tonight, you have done enough. Feel how the breath responds to those words. Maybe a slightly deeper inhale. Maybe a more complete exhale. Maybe just a tiny softening that is almost too small to notice. Any amount of ease is enough. Your hands may want to unclench. Your feet may grow warmer and heavier. Your whole body may feel just a little more settled, like a snow globe after the flakes begin to fall slowly to the bottom. You are arriving slowly into a gentler pace. Nothing to rush toward, nothing to hurry away from. Only this moment stretching out, peaceful and kind. If emotions rise up as things grow quiet, they are allowed. Tears, if they come, are allowed. Numbness is allowed. Relief is allowed. Whatever is here can be here, wrapped in this soft, spacious night. The mind may want to understand, to solve, to plan. You can thank it for trying to protect you. Then let it know it can rest for a while, like closing a book gently and setting it down by the bed. Now, attention can drift back to simple things. The feeling of the pillow under your head, the weight of the blanket like a gentle hug, the quiet around you, holding you in stillness. Notice the rhythm of your breath again, softly flowing in, softly flowing out. Like waves on a quiet shore at night, steady and predictable. With each breath, the world outside this room can fade a bit further away. All its noise, all its demands, all its bright, busy edges. They can blur and soften as if seen from far, far away. Here, only comfort matters. Comfort in your body, comfort in your heart, comfort in the simple fact that, in this moment, you are safe enough to rest. Allow that safety to sink in, even if just a little. Nothing to chase, nothing to achieve. Just being here, breathing, is already enough. If sleep comes soon, it will come gently, like a soft blanket being drawn over you. If sleep takes its time, that is all right too. You are still resting. Your body is still receiving this quiet. Stay with the softness under you. Stay with the warm weight of the covers. Stay with the easy, natural rise and fall of your breath. Little by little, thought by thought, breath by breath, you can drift toward deeper calm, toward quieter spaces inside yourself, toward a night that holds you kindly, exactly as you are. And as you settle more deeply into this soft place to land, you may allow the words to fade and let the quiet take over as your body continues to rest and rest and rest. The day has done enough for now. All the noise, all the plans, all the small and heavy worries have carried you as far as they need to. Here, you have arrived somewhere softer, somewhere quieter, somewhere made just for resting. Imagine you are standing at the threshold of a softly lit room. The light inside is gentle and warm, like the last light of evening. Behind you, the day stands on the other side of a doorway. In front of you, a space that feels calm, safe, and deeply kind. You step inside, slowly, without hurry. The floor beneath you feels steady, solid, reliable. You sense that this space has been waiting for you. Take a moment to notice how your body feels right now. No need to change anything. Maybe there is a bit of tightness in your chest. Maybe your shoulders are a little raised. Maybe your thoughts still feel quick or a bit tangled. All of that is allowed here. Nothing is wrong. Nothing has to be fixed. You are simply arriving just as you are. In your mind, feel your hand resting on the door behind you. The door that leads back to noise and lists and doing. There is no rush, but slowly, gently, the door begins to close. As it moves, the sounds of the outside world soften. Voices become a distant murmur. Tasks and worries move further away. as if down a long hallway. The door closes with a quiet, comforting click. You are inside now, inside a room of safety, inside a small, contained world where nothing is asked of you. Let your attention drift to the air here. It feels softer, calmer. The air has room for you. It meets your skin with a quiet, steady warmth. Notice your breathing, just as it is. No deep breaths needed yet. Just see if you can feel the air move in and then out. In and out. Each breath is like a gentle knock, letting this room know you are here. You do not need to breathe in any special way to belong here. Every breath you take is welcome. Somewhere in this room is a place to rest. Maybe you see a favorite chair, well worn and familiar, or a soft bed by a window at dusk, with pillows that remember the shape of your head. Choose whatever feels most comforting to you. Walk toward it slowly. With each step, imagine a little bit of the day sliding off your shoulders. You do not have to carry every moment into this space. Some parts can stay outside the door, waiting, or simply fading away. When you reach your cozy place, settle into it with care. Feel the way it holds you, the way it offers its shape to match yours. Notice how it takes your weight without effort. Let your body be heavy for a moment. No need to hold yourself up perfectly. No need to stay alert or ready. This seat, this bed, this soft place will hold you. Bring your focus back to your breathing now, gently, easily. Notice the breath as it comes in through your nose or mouth. Feel that quiet, cool touch of air. Then notice the breath as it flows out again, a little warmer, a little softer. In and out, like a small wave rolling in and sliding away. If it feels comfortable, allow the breath to become just slightly slower. Not forced, not controlled, just giving it a bit more space. In, a gentle pause, and out. Imagine that with every exhale, the room grows a little quieter. The edges soften. The corners blur. Anything sharp or urgent in your mind begins to round and smooth. You might still notice thoughts coming and going. Plans for tomorrow. Things you wish you had done differently. Old conversations that replay themselves. They may appear, and that is completely all right. You do not need to stop them. You do not need to follow them. They can pass through like clouds drifting across a wide, soft sky. Bring your attention, again, to the feeling of being held. The chair or bed beneath you. The fabric against your skin. The way your body sinks a little deeper with each breath. As you breathe in, feel the gentle rise of your chest or belly. As you breathe out, feel the natural softening, the quiet release, the slow, easy drop. If you like, you can imagine that each inhale brings in a sense of safety, a sense of, I am allowed to rest. And each exhale lets go of a little strain, a little tightness, a little guarding around the heart. Nothing big or dramatic, Just the smallest loosening, like untying a knot, one smooth, patient motion at a time. Notice your shoulders. They may still be holding some of the day. If it feels okay, let them fall just a bit. Let them drop away from your ears, as if they are being quietly guided down by gravity. Feel your jaw. You might notice it is clenched or simply a little tight. See what happens when you let your teeth part slightly. Let your tongue rest heavy without effort. Breathing in slowly. Breathing out slowly. Settling into this safe, quiet room. You do not have to appear calm. You do not have to feel perfect. You are allowed to be exactly as you are and still be safe here. Every time your mind tries to pull you back to what needs to be done, you can gently answer with one simple thing. This breath right now, breathing in, breathing out. Nothing to solve in this moment, nothing to fix. Outside this room, life will keep moving. Messages may be waiting. Responsibilities may still exist. But they are not standing here with you. Between you and all those things, the door is closed. Firm but kind. Protective but gentle. Inside, the only job you have is to rest, to soften when you can, to let yourself be supported. Feel how the cushion or mattress meets the curve of your back, how it cradles your hips and legs. Notice any place that feels especially comfortable, or warm, or safe. Allow your awareness to linger there for a few breaths, in and out, like the slow rocking of a quiet sea. You might imagine the room dimming even more now, the light becoming softer, more like the color of evening that invites everything to wind down. Shadows stretch in a friendly way. The air cools just enough to feel refreshing as it moves across your skin. Your breath follows this gentler rhythm, unhurried, spacious. Each inhale a calm arrival, each exhale a deeper sinking into softness. If any part of you still feels tense or watchful, that part is welcome too. You do not have to push it away. You can simply surround it with this quiet, this warmth, this sense of being held. Let it know it does not have to work so hard right now. With every passing moment, your body understands more clearly. This is a safe place. This is a time for ease. Nothing urgent is required here. Notice again the small movements of your breathing, the gentle swell, the gentle fall. Perhaps the breaths are longer now without you even trying. Perhaps the space between them has stretched out like a yawn in slow motion. It is all okay. Your body is finding its own way toward rest. If a wave of emotion comes, that is also safe here. A flicker of sadness, a touch of worry, a sense of tiredness that goes all the way down. You are not alone with any of it. This room holds you. The cushions, the blankets, the steady surface beneath you, all hold you. Your breath moves with you moment by moment, like a quiet friend who never leaves. Little by little, the edges of the day soften and fade. Thoughts grow slower, like footsteps becoming more distant down a long hallway. Sensations grow simpler, the feeling of fabric, of air, of support, and the slow rhythm of breath. Nothing to do now, nowhere to go, nothing to manage, just this warm, safe space, just this quiet breathing, just this gentle settling. Allow your awareness to grow lighter, as if it is resting on a soft pillow. Words become less important. Ideas drift by without needing your attention. Breath in, breath out, body sinking, heart easing. You are inside your safe room. The door is closed. You are held, and it is enough. Let the silence around these words grow a little wider now. Let the spaces between your breaths stretch out in their own easy way. Rest in this softness, in this safety, in this gentle, quiet night, as everything slowly, peacefully drifts into stillness. The day is growing quiet now. Light has softened, loosened, and spread itself gently across the world. You are somewhere safe as evening settles in, somewhere still enough that you can feel the difference between day and night, between effort and ease, between holding on and beginning to let go. Outside, the sky is slowly changing its colors. What was once bright and busy is now fading into softer shades. Pale gold loosens into peach, then into a tender wash of rose and lilac. Clouds drift like slow thoughts, no longer rushed, no longer sharp. The light that once glared and pushed and hurried has become kind. It lies along the edges of things instead of shining in your eyes. It brushes the tops of roofs and trees and touches windows with a warm, gentle glow. Everything looks a little quieter, as if the world itself is taking a long, deep breath. Shadows are growing longer now. They stretch themselves across the ground, across paths and walls, across fields or quiet streets. They move slowly, sliding into place, making corners seem softer and distance feel calmer. The hard lines of the day blur, and what felt sharp begins to round and ease. Maybe you imagine a small town at this hour, shops closing their doors with a soft clink and rustle, the last footsteps of the day passing on the pavement, slower now, less urgent. A few windows glowing from within, like little pockets of warmth against the deepening blue outside. Or perhaps you see a gentle countryside instead. A field touched by the last low rays of the sun. Grass tipped with light, swaying in a slow, easy rhythm. Far away, a bird calls once or twice, and then quiets, as if answering some soft signal that night is near. In this evening light, the air feels different too, cooler against the skin, with just a hint of night. It carries faint sounds more clearly, a distant car, the murmur of voices, the low hush of wind moving through leaves. Nothing pressing, nothing urgent, just small reminders that life is still here, simply slowing down. Inside, the room around you is touched by the same change. Daylight no longer pours in. It gathers gently in corners. Lines soften, colors deepen, and everything seems to relax in the dim, like shoulders dropping after a long, tiring day. The walls, the ceiling, the floor, they all feel a little more forgiving, a little more quiet. Notice how the light falls where you are. Maybe it brushes across a chair, a table, a part of the floor. Maybe it makes a soft reflection on glass, or rests calmly on fabric, or fades slowly across a wall. Nothing moves quickly. Time is unhurried now. As the sky deepens, sounds from the day move further away. The busier noises grow rare and spaced out. Engines pass by less often. Doors close more slowly. Voices sink to a low murmur. It is as if the whole world is walking itself toward rest, step by gentle step. You do not need to do anything or fix anything to be part of this. Even if your thoughts have been loud today, they do not have to lead right now. They can stand at the edge of this quiet evening and watch like someone standing by a calm shore, watching small waves arrive and depart. Nothing to change, just to notice. Imagine that every soft color in the sky is a place for your heart to rest. The blues holding you with a cool, steady hand. The pinks and golds wrapping you in a quiet, gentle warmth. The edges between colors, where one blends into another, as smooth and natural as your own breath. With each passing moment, the day loosens its grip. The jobs, the conversations, the expectations of others, they fade a little further into the background. They step back into the distant brightness that is now dissolving at the horizon. You remain here in this slower, kinder time. Shadows move higher on the walls. They gather behind objects, fill the gaps under tables, settle softly around curtains and along the floor. What was once brightly outlined becomes simple and calm. What needed your attention a few hours ago no longer calls to you with the same force. If any part of you still feels busy or tangled, notice how different the world is becoming outside. Notice how nothing out there is rushing. Branches sway at their own unhurried pace. The sky does not worry about how quickly it must darken. Even the last birds crossing overhead do so with an easy, quiet certainty, as if they trust the night that is coming. Allow a little of that trust to reach you. You have carried a lot today. You have moved through moments that asked for your energy, your care, your attention. Now the evening is here to say that it is all right to stop for a while. It is all right if you do not solve everything before sleep. It is all right if some questions remain unanswered. The world outside does not stay bright to fix every detail before nightfall. It simply lets the light soften and go, trusting that a new day will come again in its own time. Feel your own inner light doing the same. What burned bright and hot during the day can now grow gentler, like a lantern turned low. Still warm, still there, but not demanding, not straining. Just a small, steady glow, enough to keep you company as you grow quiet inside. The air grows cooler as the last colors drain from the sky. Blues deepen into indigo, then into something darker, more still. A single star appears, then another, quiet and far away. You do not need to reach them. They are simply there, like calm thoughts in a quiet mind. Within your safe space, the evening light continues its slow, graceful retreat. It steps back from the windows, from the walls, from the floor. It pulls up gently, like a soft blanket being drawn away, so that the deeper calm of night can settle in its place. Nothing abrupt, nothing sudden, just one long, easy exhale. Imagine the whole town or the whole stretch of countryside taking that same exhale. House by house, window by window, field by field, tree by tree, as though the land itself has been holding its breath all day and now finally lets it go. You can sense that release in your own body. Muscles loosening, bit by bit. The small efforts of holding yourself upright, alert, ready for what might come next, easing, softening, falling away. You are not needed in the same way now. Night does not ask you to perform. It invites you to rest. Somewhere in the distance, the last traces of daytime sounds slip away. A door closes and stays closed. A car passes and does not return. The hush that follows is wide and gentle, leaving more room for quiet inside you. Breath moves through you like the tide of this evening. In with a little of the remaining warmth of the day. Out with the heaviness and noise that you no longer need to carry. In with the soft coolness of approaching night. Out with the tightness and strain of trying so hard for so long. The sky is almost fully dark now. Just a faint, pale band on the horizon where the last light holds on for a moment more, then slowly, gladly lets go. The world does not fight this change. It leans into it. Trees stand quietly. Houses rest. Roads lie empty and still. Inside, you are allowed to do the same. You are allowed to dim the way the evening light has dimmed. Nothing in you has to shine brightly right now. No part of you has to be impressive or strong or prepared. It is enough simply to be here, in this soft, deepening quiet, to feel the slow pacing of time, each moment stretching out, unhurried. To know that the day can end without every task complete, without every worry resolved. The light outside has already forgiven itself for leaving. You can forgive yourself for resting. As night gathers fully, the last traces of color fade from the world beyond your windows. Shapes are outlined in soft shadow, then settle into a gentle, velvety dark. Only a few small points of light remain. A lamp in the distance, a faint glow here or there. They flicker calmly, asking nothing of you at all. Within this quiet, your own heart can slow. Your thoughts can drift like the last thin clouds crossing the sky, lighter now, less important. They, too, can fade into the wider stillness. Nothing needs to be held so tightly anymore. The day has gone. The evening light has done its work and withdrawn, kindly and without regret. What is left is spacious, calm, and unhurried. A soft, welcoming darkness, ready to hold you as you go on drifting, quieter and quieter, into rest. The day has been enough. Whatever it held, conversations, screens, movement, decisions, it has brought you all the way here, to this softer, quieter place. Notice how different this moment feels from the middle of the day. The air is calmer now. Thoughts may still be moving, but they are not in a hurry. Nothing is asking you to move fast anymore. Your body understands this. It begins to soften a little at a time. Feel the gentle support beneath you, the way it holds your weight, without effort, without question. You do not need to hold yourself up right now. You can allow the bed, the couch, or whatever is beneath you to do that for you. Let your shoulders know this. They do not have to brace. They do not have to be ready. They can slowly, gently let go. The heart has carried a lot today. So many small invisible loads, to-do lists, memories of conversations, future plans, old worries that know the way back. They all pile up, almost without you noticing. Here, in this resting place, there is room to set them down, not forever, just for now. Imagine, in front of you, a simple bowl of clear water. The water is still and quiet. The surface is smooth, almost shining in the soft light of the room in your mind. Beside the bowl is a small pile of smooth stones. Each one is cool to the touch, rounded by time. Each stone can stand for something you have been carrying. You do not have to name them out loud. You do not have to explain them. The heart already knows what each stone means. In your hand, feel the first stone. Notice its weight resting in your palm. Maybe this one is the weight of needing to keep up with everything, the feeling of having to be on top of it all. The slight tightening in your chest when you think of everything you should be doing. Sense that weight in the stone. Then, with a slow, easy motion, lower your hand and place the stone into the water. Listen in your imagination to the tiny sound as it slips through the surface. See the little ripple spreading out in soft circles. The stone sinks down and settles at the bottom. It is no longer in your hand. The weight has moved. It is held by the quiet water now. Notice how your hand feels a bit lighter, how the chest softens just a touch. Slow your breathing without forcing it. A calm breath in and an even slower breath out. Another stone waits by the bowl. Take it into your hand. This one might hold the weight of being understood by others. All the moments of the day when you wondered how you came across, whether you said the right thing, whether someone was upset. The stone holds the doubt and the replaying of moments. Feel that concern gathered into this small, solid shape. You do not need to solve any of it right now. You are only allowing it to move out of your body for a while. Gently Place this second stone into the water. Hear the quiet plink as it drops below. Watch it drift down, turning once or twice before it comes to rest. The water accepts it easily. Nothing is rejected. Nothing is judged. All of it can rest here. Notice again the lightness in your hand, the way your chest or stomach loosens, even slightly. You are learning how it feels to be a little less burdened. A small space opens inside. Let your awareness move through your body slowly, from the top of your head down across your face. Let your forehead smooth. Let the tiny muscles around your eyes lose their grip. Your jaw unclenches. Your tongue rests softly in your mouth. As the face softens, the mind often softens with it. If a thought appears, you do not need to follow it. You can imagine placing that thought as another stone in the bowl. Every time you notice a new piece of tension, a new worry, it can become a stone. You may see many stones there, or just a few. There is no right number. Each one can leave your body and be held by the water. Now let the scene shift gently. You are standing in a quiet hallway. The light is warm and low, almost golden. Along the wall there are sturdy hooks waiting. Over your shoulders you feel a heavy coat. It is warm, but it weighs you down. This coat is your day. Everything you carried, every effort you made, every expectation from yourself and from others. Feel how heavy it is on your shoulders, along your back. You have been wearing it for a long time. Here, in this hallway, it is safe to take it off. Your hands move slowly to the front of the coat. They find the buttons or the zipper. One by one, without rush, you open them. With each small movement, a bit more space appears between you and the day. When the coat is open, slide your arms out of the sleeves. Feel the coolness of the air on your arms as they are freed. Both hands hold the coat for a moment. There is a sense of respect here. This coat has done its best to protect you, to keep you going. Now it can rest too. Lift the coat and hang it gently on one of the hooks. Watch it settle and become still. Notice the change in your body. Your shoulders are no longer pulled down. Your back feels more free to soften against the support beneath you. Take a slow breath in and let it drift out, long and easy. Stay in this hallway for a moment. You can see other hooks along the wall, each holding smaller coats, scarves, bags. Each one stands for a role you played today. The person who needed to be strong, the one who needed to be efficient, the one who needed to be cheerful even when they were tired. You do not have to sort through them. Just know that they are hanging there, safe. They do not need you right now. You are allowed to stand here in your simple, quiet self, without any extra layers. Feel how much lighter you are without all that fabric of the day, without all those roles. Your breathing matches this lightness, soft, smooth, unhurried. Now picture yourself stepping outside very gently into a calm late evening garden. The air is cool and mild on your skin. Above you, Branches stretch against the sky. Leaves move softly in the faintest breeze. One tree draws your attention. Its trunk is steady, rooted deep in the earth. Its branches hold many leaves, some still, some softly trembling. Each leaf can be a small piece of worry or tension. Nothing huge, just the little clinging thoughts that gather at the edges of your mind. As you stand there, watching, one leaf lets go. It does not fall fast. It turns and drifts, slowly, lazily, rocking from side to side. You follow it with your eyes as it floats downward, taking its time. When it reaches the ground, it rests there quietly. The branch that held it feels just a little lighter. Notice that. Then another leaf releases, and another. Each one falls at its own slow pace. Some spiral gently, some sway in long curves. You are not trying to make them fall. You are just witnessing that they can. That release can be this easy, this natural. With every leaf that drops, feel one small tension leaving your body. Perhaps a tightness in the chest softens. Perhaps the muscles in your lower back loosen. Perhaps your hands unfurl, fingers resting without effort. Thoughts may still come. Let them be like leaves. They appear, they hang for a while, and when they are ready, they let go. They drift quietly down and away from the center of your awareness. The tree does not chase them. It does not worry about which leaf falls or when. It simply continues to stand, deeply rooted, quietly breathing with the night. You too can stand like this inside yourself, rooted in the simple feeling of being here, not fixing, not planning, not solving, just resting. If something from the day tries to rise up again, imagine taking it gently in your hands as another stone, another coat, another leaf. Place it into the water. Hang it on the hook. Watch it drift from the branch. Over and over, you are allowed to choose to be lighter. Every breath out can be a small setting down. You exhale and something loosens. You inhale and ease moves in. The heart learns this rhythm. It discovers that it does not have to hold everything, all at once, all the time. For tonight, it can be enough to hold only this moment, this breath, this quiet. Feel how supported you are by the surface beneath you, by the air around you, by the steady beat of your own heart. All the weights of the day have a place to rest that is not inside you. The stones in the bowl, the coats on their hooks, the leaves on the soft ground, they are all safe where they are. You are safe where you are. Nothing important will be lost while you rest. Whatever truly needs your attention will return in the morning, gentle and clear. For now, you are free to drift, lighter and softer with each breath, into deeper and quieter rest, letting the last few threads of the day loosen one by one as you sink into the silence that waits beneath every thought. Night has settled all around. The world is quieter now. Thoughts that were bright and busy in the day begin to soften at the edges, like lights dimming in a distant town. Imagine you are moving slowly toward a calm body of water. The air is cool and gentle against your skin. Not cold, just fresh, like a soft breath across your face. Each step toward the shore seems to ease a little of the tightness inside your chest. Ahead, the water waits in the dark, still and quiet. You can sense it before you see it clearly. A wide, peaceful stretch resting under the night sky. It might be a lake, or a quiet bay, or a slow, deep river. Whatever feels most soothing rises naturally in your mind. The night around the water is soft and hushed. Somewhere far off, there is a faint sound of the world still moving, distant, muffled, unimportant. Closer to you, the small sounds stand out. A gentle lap of water against the shore, a tiny ripple touching stone, a faint stir of leaves as a breeze moves through them. Your thoughts may still feel a little restless, like small waves bumping into one another. That is all right. They are allowed to be here, and they are allowed to slowly calm. For now, you do not need to push anything away. You are only arriving. Near the edge of the water, you notice a small, steady boat waiting for you. Or, if that feels better, a wide, soft floating platform with room to stretch and rest. It is safe. It is stable. It is here just for you tonight. You move closer and reach out a hand. The surface is smooth beneath your fingers, welcoming and familiar. This little vessel does not hurry. It has no destination to reach, no time to keep. It exists only to hold you while the water does its quiet work. You carefully step aboard, feeling the gentle give beneath your weight. There is a small, slow rocking, like a kind hand steadying you. Your body notices this movement and begins to respond. Muscles that have been braced for so long start to loosen just a little. The tightness in your chest shifts, as if the water is already starting to hold some of it for you. You find a comfortable position, settling down in the center where you feel safest and most supported. The boat or the platform adjusts under you, then grows still. You are floating now just at the edge of the shore, close enough to feel safe, far enough that the land and all that waits on it can gently fade into the background. Above you, the night sky opens wide. Stars scatter across it in quiet patterns. Maybe the moon is out, full and round, or just a soft curve of light. Its glow touches the surface of the water, laying a pale path that shimmers and sways. As you rest there, you notice how the light reflects. Above you, the stars are clear and high. Below you, the same stars, softer, wavering slightly on the surface. It is as if the sky is both overhead and beneath you, holding you in a slow, quiet cradle of light. The water moves in the gentlest way, enough to remind you that you are floating, that you are being carried, a steady, subtle rock, barely there, back and forth, back and forth. Your breathing begins to follow this motion without effort. As the boat drifts ever so slightly, your chest rises. As it settles back, your breath flows out again. In with the lift, out with the soft return. Thoughts may still come, trying to pull you back to the day, to worries and what-ifs. Each time they appear, you can imagine the water beneath you noticing them. The water does not argue. It does not judge. It simply offers to hold those thoughts for a while, letting them sink just below the surface, where they become quieter, softer, further away. You do not need to solve anything here. You do not need to understand every feeling. All that is asked of you in this moment is to float, to be carried, to allow this night water to support the weight of your tired heart. The sounds around you grow simpler. The gentle brush of water along the sides of the boat, a soft, rhythmic hush as small ripples slide past. Maybe a quiet night insect calls from the reeds. Maybe a bird shifts its wings somewhere in the dark. Each sound appears, then fades again, leaving you in deeper calm. The temperature of the air is perfect for rest. Cool enough to feel clean and light. Warm enough that your body feels safe, held, and easy. If there was any sharpness in the air when you first arrived, it has softened now, like your thoughts, like your heartbeat. You might feel the slow release of your shoulders, dropping a little closer to the surface beneath you. Your hands and fingers loosen. Your jaw relaxes. The small muscles around your eyes that work so hard all day soften and let go. The more your body settles, the more you notice the rhythm of the water. Not dramatic, not strong, just a gentle repeating lull, a natural rocking like being held in a quiet embrace. It may feel as if the water knows exactly how to move for you, when to lift you slightly and when to lower you again, when to turn you just a little, and when to hold perfectly still. Each motion is slow, patient, and kind. Your heart, which may have been racing or fluttering before, begins to listen to this gentle pattern, the steady sway, the rise and fall, the safe, predictable rhythm of being held. Little by little, your heartbeat eases into a slower, softer tempo. Above, the stars remain constant, twinkling faintly. Below, their reflections move with the water, lazily drifting, then coming back together again. Sometimes they blur, then return into focus, just like thoughts, just like feelings. Nothing here has to stay fixed and rigid. Everything can move, then soften, then rest. With each passing moment out on the water, the need to think begins to fade. Descriptions grow less important. Words matter less. What matters is the feeling of being quietly carried. Nothing to do, nowhere to go, no one to be. If any bit of worry rises again, imagine it as a small leaf falling onto the surface near you. It rests there for a breath or two. Then the slow current takes it. It drifts away further and further until you can no longer see it. The water knows what to do with it. You can let it go. Inside your chest, room begins to open. A gentle spaciousness where anxiety used to press so tightly. Breath flows more freely through that space, like a light breeze passing over the calm lake. In and out, in and out. Unforced, unhurried, kind. Time stretches in a comfortable way. You might feel as if you have been out here for a long, peaceful while, even if only a few breaths have passed. Or it may feel like only a moment, drifting endlessly. The exact shape of time does not matter anymore. Here on the quiet water, time moves as slowly as you need it to. The rocking becomes so familiar that your body begins to expect it even before it happens. Your breath rests in the spaces between the gentle sways. Your thoughts grow quieter, like distant sounds fading into the night. Your heart trusts the water a little more with every small movement. Perhaps your eyes are heavy now. If they are not already closed, they can drift shut whenever they wish. The darkness behind your eyelids feels soft and deep, like the night sky itself. You are surrounded by calm, above, below, all around. The shore feels far away now, even if it is actually very close. The world of tasks and decisions and expectations has slipped behind a veil of quiet. Out here, you are simply a body at rest, a heart being soothed by water and night and gentle motion. The boat or platform remains steady under you, strong and sure. Every breath you take sinks you a little deeper into its support. Every exhale lets some small weight fall away, down into the water where it can dissolve and disappear. Nothing is asked of you now. You are allowed to be exactly as you are in this moment, tired or calm, restless or peaceful. All of it is held. All of it is rocked in the slow rhythm of the water. Breath by breath, sway by sway, your whole being drifts toward deeper ease. The sounds grow dimmer, the thoughts grow softer. Only the gentle rocking remains, steady, safe, and slow. Here, floating on quiet waters, you are cradled by the night. You are carried by something larger and kinder than any single worry. You are allowed to drift, to loosen, to rest, until even these words begin to fade, and only stillness and the soft motion of the water remain. Night has settled in, soft and complete. The world around you grows quiet, as if everything has taken a slow, deep breath and then gently exhaled. Ahead, a small harbour rests under a dark velvet sky. The air is cool and kind on your skin. The ground beneath your feet feels steady, solid, dependable. You stand at the edge of calm water. The shore is simple and still, like a long, soft sigh that has finally been released. Somewhere far behind, the noise of the day is fading, growing distant, like a voice in another room with the door slowly closing. The water in front of you is almost completely at rest. Only the faintest movement touches its surface. Tiny, slow ripples drift outward, then disappear again, leaving long stretches of smooth, quiet dark. Out across the harbour, gentle boats are anchored for the night. They do not move much, only a tender sway, forward and back, side to side, as if the water is rocking them to sleep. Each boat holds one or two small lights, warm and steady, shining softly in the dark. Those lights are not bright or harsh. They are like little islands of comfort, floating in all that nighttime space. You can imagine people inside, safe and settled, wrapped in blankets, ready for rest. You notice how the lights form their own slow rhythm. A glow here, another one there, each one held in its own quiet circle. You do not need to reach them, or name them, or do anything at all with them. They simply exist, gently, peacefully, the way you are allowed to exist right now. At first, a faint thought of the day tries to rise. All the things that asked for your attention, all the feelings, all the noise, all the small demands. For a moment they gather at the edge of your mind, like waves that once crashed against the shore. But here, at this harbour, the water does not crash. It touches the rock softly, then slips away again. Each old worry appears for a second, then drifts back, further and further into the dark, open water. Nothing is pressing on you here. Nothing is urgent. You notice a gentle, rocking motion inside you, matching the sway of the boats. As they move slowly, your breath does too, in and out. The chest rises, then falls, like a boat resting in its safe, quiet place. The air smells faintly of salt and wood, of rope that has been in the sun and now rests in the cool night. A softness clings to everything, as if the harbour itself is wrapped in a blanket of calm. Every sound is muted, rounded, kind. Far off, maybe, a low creak of a wooden hull, the faint tap of something gently touching the dock. Even these sounds are slow, unhurried, as if the harbour is whispering that there is nothing to rush toward and nothing to escape. Your gaze rests first on the nearest patch of water. It is dark and still, yet you can sense the depth beneath it. You cannot see where it ends, but you do not need to. Just knowing it there is enough. In this place, feeling small does not mean being lost. It means being held by something larger, something calm and patient. The harbour holds the boats. The night holds the harbour. And you are gently held within it all. Your attention moves again to those distant, warm points of light. Some are closer, some are far away, but each one glows with the same soft, steady presence. Not insisting, not demanding, simply shining, quietly, like a quiet promise that the night is a safe place. You might imagine each light as a little worry, gently anchored and put away. each one tied carefully, no longer drifting, no longer pulling at you. They are out there on the water, but they are not on your shoulders anymore. As you breathe, the space between one thought and the next begins to widen. A long, easy pause opens up inside you. In that pause, there is no list, no plan, no task. Only the slow movement of breath and the silent glow of the harbour lights. Now your eyes begin to lift very slowly from the boats to the sky above them. At first, you see only darkness, a deep, gentle dark, like a soft blanket spread from one edge of the world to the other. Then, as your gaze settles, small stars begin to appear, one here, then another, and then more and more, until the sky becomes a wide field of quiet, steady points of light. None of the stars are loud or sharp. They do not flicker in a frantic way. Their shining is patient, unhurried, almost timeless. You can feel in some quiet part of you that they were here long before this day began, and they will remain long after this day is gone. As you look up, you may feel that sense of being small again, but now it is a different kind of small. Not the smallness of being overwhelmed or buried under tasks and noise. It is the smallness of standing under a wide, open sky that asks nothing of you. The stars do not need you to be anything other than what you are in this moment. They do not ask you to be strong, or busy, or cheerful, or ready. They shine just the same whether you are tired, or worried, or peaceful. Their gentle light wraps around all of it, without judgment, without effort. You might notice how your heart responds to that quiet sky. Its rhythm begins to slow, matching the steady shining above you. Beat after beat, like stars pulsing softly in the distance. No hurry, no rush. The sky feels deep and endless, yet not frightening. It feels like an ocean of calm, stretching in every direction. You stand on the edge of the harbour, and the whole universe seems to lean gently closer, not to press on you, but to offer you a wide, silent space where you can finally rest. Here, in this moment, you do not need to solve anything. You do not need to think about what comes next. Nothing is expected of you. You are allowed to be exactly as you are in the middle of this soft, starlit night. Notice how your shoulders begin to release without you having to force them. They drop a little, the muscles in your neck let go, your jaw loosens. Even the small muscles around your eyes soften, as if they, too, are looking up into the quiet sky and deciding to rest. Thoughts may still pass through, like small boats crossing a wide, dark surface. You do not need to climb into any of them. You do not need to follow where they are going. They can move past you, each one drifting to its own small pool of light, then coming to a stop, anchored and safe, out there in the distance. Your breath moves in and out with the ease of the tide, slowly arriving, slowly leaving. The air enters cool and leaves a little warmer, carrying away what is no longer needed. Every exhale is like a boat line gently being loosened from your chest. All the noise of the day, all the rushing and reaching, all the heavy trying, begins to feel far away, like another shoreline on the other side of the water. Here, in this sheltered harbour, the only things that remain close are the stars, the soft lights on the boats, and the tender rhythm of your own breathing. You belong inside this quiet. You belong inside this stillness. The universe above does not measure you by what you have done today or by what you did not do. It simply makes room for you, the way the night sky makes room for each and every star. As you stand here, you might feel the boundary between your body and the night grow softer. The calm around you seeps inward. The calm within you reaches outward. And somewhere in the meeting of the two, a deep ease begins to form. You are small, yes, but not alone. You are held in something vast and gentle. The harbour cradles the boats. The sky cradles the harbour. And you are quietly cradled by it all, with nothing to prove and nowhere you have to go. The slow shining of the stars continues, unchanging, patient. Your breath joins that slow rhythm. The quiet settles more deeply into your chest, your shoulders, your thoughts. Here, under this wide, silent sky, it is finally safe to set everything down. To let the mind drift like a boat at anchor. To allow the heart to grow quiet, to grow soft, to grow still. And as the harbour rests and the stars keep their gentle watch, you breathe and drift and soften into the deep, peaceful night. The night is soft around you now. The day is behind you. Nothing needs to be fixed or solved. Nothing is urgent. Let yourself arrive here in this quiet place. A slow breath in, a longer, easing breath out. Again, very gently, in and out, like a small, restful wave. Notice the simple comfort of where you are, the support beneath your body, the way it holds you without asking anything from you. You do not have to hold yourself up. You can be held. Allow your attention to drift toward the center of your chest. Not sharply, not with effort, just a soft turning inward, as if you are walking slowly into a warm, dimly lit room, a place that feels safe and quiet and yours. If it feels okay, you might rest a hand over your chest, a gentle hand, no pressure, just a soft, warm contact. Skin meeting fabric or skin meeting skin in a caring way. Feel the warmth there, the rise and fall with each breath, the tiny motions that show you that you are alive, that your body is here, with you, doing its best. Some feelings around the heart can be a little guarded. Maybe this place has felt scary or strange before. Maybe certain beats or flutters or racing moments have brought worry. If so, that is completely understandable. You are not doing anything wrong. For now, you are simply visiting, not to judge, not to search for problems, just to be with your own gentle heart. As you might sit beside a tired friend, quietly keeping them company. Notice your hand resting there, the warmth beneath your palm, the quiet presence of your chest as it moves with your breathing. Nothing to analyze, only simple sensations arriving and passing like small waves on a calm shore. See if you can sense your heartbeat here. Maybe it feels strong and clear. Maybe it is soft and subtle. Maybe you feel very little at all. Whatever is here is perfectly okay. If you cannot feel your heartbeat, there is no need to chase it. You might just imagine it, a steady, patient rhythm carrying you through this moment. Reliable, faithful, always working, even when you forget about it. Imagine, deep within your chest, a tiny, steady candle flame. Not bright or harsh, just a small, warm light. Protected, sheltered, gently glowing in the quiet. This little flame is like your heart, always there, always trying, even when the wind of the day blows hard, even when storms of feeling move through you. Still, it keeps its soft, steady glow. As you breathe in, picture that candle warming the inside of your chest. A gentle heat, not too strong. Comforting, like being wrapped in a soft blanket. As you breathe out, imagine any tightness or worry around your heart slowly loosening, like a small knot quietly untying itself. If any uneasy sensations appear, let them be just that. Sensations, movements, ripples in a deep, calm lake. You do not have to name them or decide what they mean. They can just be waves that rise and then fade. Your heart has worked so hard today. From the moment you woke up, it has been there. Through every thought, every feeling, every task, every moment of overwhelm. Continuing, beat after beat, without asking for thanks. In this soft space, perhaps you can begin to see it differently. Not as an enemy, not as a source of fear, but as a tender, loyal companion, doing its best for you, again and again. If it feels right, you might offer your heart a silent thank you. The words do not need to be perfect, just a simple inward whisper. Thank you for carrying me. Thank you for staying with me, even when things were hard. Notice how those words feel inside your chest. Maybe there is a slight easing, a softening, like shoulders dropping after being held up all day. Your heart hearing, at last, that you see its effort. Imagine your hand over your chest is sending kindness inward. A soft, warm light flowing from your palm, gently soaking into your heart. Not fixing or changing, simply reassuring, saying, I am here with you. You are not alone. If any wave of anxiety rises, you do not need to push it away. You might just say inside, it is okay to feel this. Then let your attention come back to the warmth of your hand, the slow breath in, the longer breath out. Feel how, with each easy exhale, your body becomes a little heavier, your chest a bit more relaxed, your heart a little more surrounded by softness, protected by your care, instead of watched with fear. Your heart has known your joy. It has known your sorrow. It has moved with you through loss, through love, through stress, through rest. It remembers every moment, and it has stayed. Now it is allowed to rest too. Imagine that small candle flame dimming just a little, not going out, only settling down, burning low and calm, safe in its quiet lantern. Each breath you take is like a gentle hand smoothing blankets around your heart, tucking it in for the night. Nothing demanding, nothing urgent, just a soft, steady presence saying, "You can rest now." If thoughts wander, let them move like clouds across a wide night sky. You do not have to follow them. Your place is here, in the quiet center of your chest. In this soft room, you are sharing with your own steady heart. Notice again the rhythm within. Maybe you sense a beat. Maybe you only trust that it is there. Either way, it is okay. There is no right way to feel this. Allow a feeling of tenderness to grow here, as if you are looking at someone small and precious who has done their best all day. Your heart is that someone, doing its quiet, constant work, even when you feel overwhelmed. You might silently say, "I am on your side." Feel how those words settle into the warm space beneath your hand. You and your heart on the same team, not fighting each other, moving together gently toward rest. Let your breathing become even softer now, barely any effort, as natural as the tide moving in and out, your chest rising, falling, your heart held in that easy rhythm. If your hand wants to stay, let it stay. If it wants to slide down and rest at your side, that is fine too. The kindness remains. The connection remains. You have already spoken to your heart. Sense the wide, quiet space around this small candle flame inside you. Plenty of room, nothing pressing in, just you and your heart floating in a soft, dark, peaceful night. This is a place you can return to whenever you wish. A gentle meeting with the part of you that has carried you through so much. A place of warmth, of listening, of simple, wordless care. For now, you do not have to do anything more. Let the rhythm in your chest be your lullaby. Slow, steady, kind. Let your body grow heavier, more at ease. Let your thoughts grow quieter, softer, further away. Your heart is here. You are here. Together, you can drift into rest, beat by gentle beat, breath by gentle breath, fading softly into the quiet. The day is done now. All the noise and motion have softened. Here, in this quiet space, nothing is asked of you. Nothing is needed. Only rest and the gentle comfort of being held. Feel the surface beneath you supporting your weight. Steady, reliable. You do not have to hold yourself up. You can let your body be carried just for a while. Notice the simple touch of air on your skin. Cool in some places, warm in others, a calm, steady presence all around you. You are here in this moment, and you are safe. Your breath moves in and out in its own easy rhythm. Slow enough, gentle enough. Rising and falling like a small, quiet wave. Nothing forced, nothing to manage. With each exhale, a little more of the day can slide away. Thoughts can soften at the edges. Feelings can loosen their grip. You do not have to sort anything out now. This time belongs only to rest. Imagine now that above you, waiting patiently, is a soft, comforting weight. It might be a favorite blanket, a thick, cozy quilt, or something made of light itself, warm and gentle, like a shawl of starlight. Whatever comes to mind is just right. Picture this softness being drawn over you with great care, starting at your shoulders, laid down slowly as if someone kind is tucking you in. The fabric or the light or the warmth settling over your chest, your arms, your heart. Feel that first touch of weight. It is not heavy in a hard way. It is the kind of weight that says, you can stop now. You can rest. Let that warmth spread across your collarbones, over your chest, as if each breath you take pulls the comfort a little closer. With every inhale, the blanket finds its place. With every exhale, your body sinks deeper beneath it. The fabric or the gentle glow moves down over your ribs, soft, sure, covering you like a quiet night sky. Here, beneath this peaceful weight, no part of you has to stand guard. Feel it slide down to your stomach, soothing, reassuring, as if a calm hand rests there, letting your body know it is all right to let go. The muscles in your belly soften, long and loose. The warmth reaches your hips now. The blanket covers them completely, safe and contained, held in a quiet embrace that does not squeeze, only supports. You are wrapped, not trapped. You are held, not restricted. Notice how your body responds under this gentle weight. Your muscles do not need to brace. They can melt downward. The more covered you are, the more your body understands that it no longer has to be alert. Feel that soft heaviness. Now settle over your legs. Thighs first, the fabric draping, folding, finding every curve without any effort from you. Your thighs grow heavy like warm sand resting on the earth. The blanket glides over your knees. It might be warm against the skin, or simply comforting, like the feeling of being seen and protected. Your knees do not have to hold tension. They can give in to gravity. Now your shins and calves are covered. The gentle pressure is steady, like a quiet hand resting there, soothing the muscles, telling them in a soft, wordless way that they can be done for today. The warmth or the soft light reaches your ankles and feet, wrapping them, covering them completely. Any last little urge to move or fidget can start to fade. Your feet can spread and relax, toes unwinding, cushioned and safe beneath the blanket. From your shoulders all the way down to your toes, you are wrapped, held in a soft cocoon of comfort. Nothing is exposed. Nothing is forgotten. Every part of you is included in this gentle embrace. Notice how the weight over you changes the way you feel inside. Underneath it, thoughts slow down. They do not need to rush. They can drift the way dust drifts in a beam of late afternoon light. Unhurried, unimportant. Each limb grows heavier beneath the comfort that holds it. Your arms, resting by your sides or across your body, feel heavier now, looser, as if the bones and muscles inside are sinking into something very soft. You do not need to lift them. You do not need to use them at all. Your hands relax under the blanket, fingers gently curled or easy and open. There is nothing they must do. Any tightness in your palms unwinds, like a fist slowly opening to let the day fall away. Your shoulders are covered and warm, pulled slightly down by the gentle weight. That familiar tight spot across the top of the shoulders begins to release. The blanket takes that effort from you. It carries it, so you do not have to. Your neck feels supported. The muscles along the sides and back of the neck ease. Your head can rest in one simple, comfortable position. You do not need to hold it upright or turn to pay attention to anything. The quiet is all around, like a soft room made only of peace. Beneath the blanket, your chest rises and falls. Slow, natural, every breath is like a small wave moving under the shore of this gentle weight. Inhaling brings in calm. Exhaling releases what you no longer need. You might notice that the warm weight over your heart is especially soothing, as if that spot is being guarded by something kind and steady. Any racing, any fluttering is met with warmth and patience. Your heart is covered now, protected, allowed to slow down. If any little piece of worry or alertness tries to return, imagine the blanket growing a little warmer where that feeling lives, a little heavier in the softest possible way, not pressing, just reassuring, like someone saying, "I'm here. It's all right now." The room around you can fade. The world outside can wait. In this small, wrapped space, time moves differently, slower, quieter. You are allowed to be only a body resting, a heart easing, a mind growing still. Thoughts that used to feel sharp now blur at the edges. They soften, then dim, as if moving farther away down a calm, dark river. You do not have to follow them. You can stay on the shore, tucked safely under this blanket of comfort. Sense how deeply your body has settled, your back resting fully, your legs heavy and still, your arms and hands quiet, as if they too have fallen into a gentle sleep. Nothing is waiting for your attention. If any part of you still feels a little awake, a little unsure, you can imagine the blanket adjusting. It tucks in a bit more around that area. curving around it, holding it gently the way you might hold something fragile and dear. Everything in you is allowed to feel safe. The quiet around you is like an embrace. It wraps not only your body, but your thoughts, your feelings, your tired heart. Here, wrapped in this quiet comfort, you do not have to be strong. You do not have to be brave. You simply have to be. Let the warmth spread into the spaces between your ribs, into the small muscles along your spine, into your hips and the backs of your legs. Everywhere, this soft weight reminds your body, it's over for today. You can rest now. Breath by breath, you drift a little deeper, sinking into the support beneath you, sinking under the soothing blanket above you, held from both sides, like being gently cradled by the world itself. Nothing is pulling you forward. Nothing is pulling you back. You are right here at the calm center of your own quiet night, wrapped, covered, protected. If sleep comes, it can slide in easily, like a soft tide washing over warm sand. If you simply drift in a drowsy haze, that is all right too. There is nowhere you must go, nothing you must do. You are safe in this cocoon of comfort, body heavy, mind light, heart soothed and sheltered. Stay here as long as you wish. Let the warmth, the softness and the quiet hold you until even the words grow faint and only the gentle feeling of being wrapped and deeply at ease remains. The day has done enough now. Nothing more is needed. Nothing more is asked of you. Here, in this soft, quiet space, the body can begin to unwind, as if every sound is growing a little more distant, a little more gentle. Breath by breath, the edges of the day blur and fade, until only this calm, steady moment remains. Imagine a soft cloud rising up beneath you, meeting you with perfect support. It fits your shape completely, holding every part of you, with no effort at all on your side. The cloud is warm in the places you want warmth, and cool in the places that like to feel cool. Perfectly balanced, perfectly easy. As you rest here, this cloud begins to float very slowly, as if through a wide, quiet sky at dusk. There is no wind, no hurry, no direction you have to choose. Just a weightless drifting, a gentle floating that asks nothing of you. The body can soften into this, trusting the cloud to hold you. Feel how the muscles loosen, as if they are melting a little deeper into this softness. Forehead smooth, eyes relaxed, jaw unclenched. The little muscles around the mouth letting go of today's expressions, slipping into stillness. You do not have to hold any face for anyone here. The sky around you is deep and calm, a blue that is almost night. A kind of safe, tender darkness begins to gather at the edges, like a blanket being drawn up slowly, slowly. You do not need to see anything clearly now. You are simply carried. Thoughts may still pass by, like thin streaks of cloud. They do not need to stop or explain themselves. They can just drift across the mind and keep going. without you needing to follow them. Nothing in your thoughts needs to be solved right now. Every time the mind begins to wander, the body reminds you of this softness, the weight of your arms, the quiet heaviness of your legs, the gentle pull of gravity saying, "You may rest, you may sink." Now the cloud begins to lower you, slowly, like a feather falling in the calmest air. Downward, but in the safest, most comforting way. It is like being lowered into a bed that is already warm and welcoming. No effort, no strain, just an easy downward glide. Feel the sense of coming closer to a deep, welcoming bed. The kind of bed that seems to embrace you before you even touch it. Soft covers, cool, fresh sheets, the perfect pillow waiting. A place where your heart is allowed to be completely at ease. The cloud settles you down onto this bed and then seems to dissolve into the mattress, leaving you fully supported, fully held. You feel the contact of your body with this soft surface, how it curves around you, how it says silently, "Stay, rest, you are safe here." Notice again the breath, moving in and out on its own, like a quiet wave that has found its rhythm. Inhale, gentle and smooth. Exhale, a long, slow letting go. The breath knows exactly what to do, without any help at all. With each exhale, it is as if you sink a little deeper into the mattress, shoulders dropping, chest softening, back relaxing into the bed's support. The muscles around the spine giving themselves permission to stop holding everything up. If any part of the body still feels tight or busy, imagine the bed rising up a little higher in that area, cradling it more closely. The lower back, the hips, the knees, the feet. Each part is invited into comfort, quietly, without pressure. Nothing has to change quickly. It is enough that ease is slowly spreading. In this soft darkness, you notice a small staircase nearby. It is short and gentle, more like a pathway than stairs. Each step is wide and cushioned, as if padded with the same softness as the bed. At the bottom, a doorway glows with a dim, warm, quiet dark. You are already lying down, already resting. So this staircase is more like an inner feeling than something you have to walk. With every breath out, you feel yourself moving one step down, without getting up, without doing anything at all. Simply by relaxing, you drift lower, deeper, toward that room of quiet and dark comfort. With the next long exhale, imagine yourself at the top step. Your mind is calm, but still a little awake. The heart is quieter now than before, but still gently aware. And this is exactly right. This is where you begin. Breathing out, you move to the next step. The sounds of the world grow softer, as if someone has turned down the volume on the day. Tension in the chest loosens. The curve of your neck into the pillow feels more natural, more easy. Another slow breath out, another step down. Thoughts feel hazier now, not so sharp around the edges. Like writing that is fading in the twilight, becoming softer, lighter, less important. You no longer need to read every word that passes through your mind. With the next breath, another step. The room at the bottom of the staircase is closer, a space made entirely of quiet, of warmth, of gentle darkness. Inside that room, no decisions are needed, no plans, no remembering, only rest. You may notice in this in-between place that ideas still appear. Little memories, bits of conversation, worries that have been waiting. They can all be allowed. They can float to the surface and then sink again, like leaves resting on water that slowly drift out of sight. You do not have to push them away. You do not have to hold them close. They are simply passing guests, and this night, this rest, does not belong to them. It belongs to your heart, to your breath, to your tired body. Another descending breath, another gentle step. Now the mind is slowing, as if the sentences it tries to form are becoming longer, sleepier, more spread out. Sometimes a thought will begin and not need to finish. It can trail off into a comfortable silence. The body is very heavy now, in the best possible way. Arms resting, hands soft and loose, fingers perhaps curled slightly with no task to do, feet relaxed, toes ungripping the day. You are close to that quiet room now, close to a doorway made of darkness and calm. You do not even have to step through it. It comes to meet you, like the softest night wrapping around you. Here, the heart is allowed to rest deeply. No need to keep watch. No need to stay on high alert for the next thing, the next demand, the next storm. Here, your heart is off duty. In this deepening calm, the words you hear begin to matter less and less. They are like a gentle murmur in another room, soothing but not important. You might catch parts of a sentence and then drift past the rest. That is perfectly fine. In fact, that is exactly what this time is for. If attention wanders and dissolves, let it. If the mind stops following, let it. The body knows how to sleep, how to restore itself, how to sink into what it has always known. Nothing needs to be managed. Nothing needs to be controlled. Now feel yourself resting fully inside that quiet room. The walls are made of silence. The floor is made of softness. The air itself is made of calm. You are held gently in the middle of it all. From this place, the last bits of the day drift farther away, like tiny boats floating out into a dark, peaceful sea. You do not need to watch where they go. You do not need them back tonight. They can simply go. Breath continues, slow and even. The heart beats in a steady, peaceful rhythm. Every part of you that has been carrying weight now releases just a little more, and then a little more again. Sinking, floating, drifting between softness below and quiet above. Soon, even these words will fade into the background, like a gentle hum you no longer notice. Sleep will rise up like warm water, like a soft tide, lifting you and holding you from all sides. You may slip beneath the surface of thought into a deeper stillness where nothing is required. Here, in this dark, quiet comfort, you are safe to let go completely. Safe to forget the day. Safe to forget what comes next. Safe to rest in a way that reaches all the way down to your core. And as the mind grows heavier and softer, as the body yields fully to the pull of sleep, you can allow everything else to fade. Gently, quietly, into deep, untroubled rest, and then into silence. The night around you is very quiet now, soft, unhurried. All the effort of the day is far behind you. It does not need you anymore. It can keep turning without your help for a while. Right here, only this gentle stillness matters. The soft weight of your body resting. The slow movement of each breath. Notice how the space around you feels calm and safe. Like a small sheltered nest made of darkness and quiet. Nothing to figure out. Nothing to fix. You have arrived at a place where you do not need to try. Not even a little. Not for anyone. Not for anything. If a thought passes through, it can be like a bird crossing the sky. Here, for a moment, and then gone. The sky does not chase it. The sky simply stays open and still. You are allowed to be like that now. Open, unhurried, not chasing anything at all. Feel how the bed supports you, steady and reliable, holding your weight so you do not have to hold yourself. Your muscles can melt a bit more, your jaw, your shoulders. The small, quiet places that try to stay alert can soften. Nothing needs your watch right now. You are off duty. Completely. If any tightness remains in your chest or in your heart, it does not have to go away. It is enough that it is held gently here, in this softness. Even your worry is allowed to rest. Imagine your heart like a small, tired bird that has been flying for a very long time. It has finally found a safe branch, a warm, quiet place where it can tuck its head beneath its wing and simply be. No more flapping, no more searching, just the comfort of being held by the branch, held by the night. Your heart can rest like that, not forced, not pushed, just gradually settling, the way a snow globe settles after being shaken. Everything that swirled so fast before is drifting down now. Flakes of thought, bits of old worry, softly sinking to the bottom, leaving the space around you clear and calm. There is no need to reach for anything beyond this moment. No next step, no next task. This is enough. The quiet is wrapping itself around you like a light blanket, warm where you need warmth, cool where you need air, adjusting perfectly to your body without you doing a thing. Notice how good it feels to let yourself be cared for by simple things, by the bed, by the pillow, by the gentle rhythm of your breath. Each inhalation like a small tide coming in, each exhalation like a soft tide going out, back and forth, slow and steady. If sleep is close, you do not have to reach for it. It will come on its own, like a cat finding your lap and curling up when it is ready. Your only job is to be here, the way a shore waits quietly for the waves. Even if sleep has not yet come, that is all right. Rest is already here. Rest is in the softness of your eyelids, in the way your body grows heavier, in the way the mind becomes quiet and vague around the edges. You are allowed to drift, to let sentences fade halfway through in your thoughts, to forget what you were about to think, to simply float. Nothing important is being missed. The night is holding everything you set down. It will all still be there tomorrow, waiting at a gentler pace. Here, you are safe enough to let your guard down, safe enough to feel small in a comforting way. Like a child wrapped in a favorite blanket, knowing that someone kind is nearby, watching over everything. You do not have to know who or what is watching over you. It is enough to sense that you are not alone in this quiet, that the world is a little softer around you than it sometimes seems. Your heart has carried you through so much, through rush and pressure, through noise and doubt. It has done its best with what it had, and now, at last, it is allowed to be calm, to beat slowly, to feel warmth instead of strain, to be comforted instead of pushed. If you like, you might imagine a gentle light resting in the center of your chest, not bright, just a soft glow. The kind of glow that belongs to night lamps and fireflies and sleeping rooms. This light does not ask anything of you. It does not measure your worth. It only shines quietly, reminding you that there is something steady and kind inside you, even when you feel overwhelmed. Let that soft glow spread just a little, across your ribs, across your shoulders, down your arms and into your hands. Slowly, like warmth moving through water. Calm and easy. It may drift up your neck, over your face, smoothing the small muscles around your eyes. It may drift down through your ribs, into your belly, into your hips, your legs, your feet. A quiet, comforting warmth that asks nothing, demands nothing. You are not being evaluated here. You are only being held. The day's stories have reached a gentle pause. They can close themselves like books at the bedside. You do not need to keep reading them with your mind. Here, in this soft in-between, you are free. Free not to decide. Free not to perform. Free simply to breathe and exist. If tears come, they come into a safe space. If no tears come, that is just as fine. Every feeling is allowed to loosen its grip in its own time. You are allowed to be exactly as you are right now. Nothing more polished, nothing more prepared, just this. The night accepts you completely. The bed accepts you completely. Your breath accepts you completely. Easier now, slower, quieter. If you wish, you can imagine that each exhale carries away a tiny grain of tension. Not all at once, just one grain at a time, like sand slipping through an open hand. With each breath out, a little more space appears inside you. Space for rest, space for softness, space for peace. You are safe enough to let go, safe enough to not finish every thought, safe enough to fade gently toward sleep, or to linger in this sweet, heavy rest. Nothing is waiting for you on the other side of this moment. No demand, no urgency. Only more quiet if you want it. You can remain just as you are, eyes open or closed, mind clear or hazy, awake, drifting, or already far away in dreams. There is no need to move on to anything else. No need to get up. No need to change what is happening. The night will keep you. The bed will hold you. Your breath will guide you, slowly, gently, effortlessly. Allow yourself to stay here for as long as you wish. Resting, floating, safe. Nothing more needs to be said. Nothing more needs to be done. Only this soft, quiet good night, stretching out around you, as long as you need, until it all fades into silence.